This video is intended for adults and children upwards the age of 14. Viewer discretion is advised.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. What is up, people? Welcome back to the Nerd Crate. Yes, I'm back again. Finally. Like, to me, at least. I don't know about you, but I feel finally fine again. If you want to hear the full story, on Tuesday I have my little format, 5-minute first looks. I talk about that a little bit. But today, finally, a new Storm Collectibles review. But we're gonna do things very differently today, because this Cyrax is an update of their Smoke Storm Collectibles, that is. And we're just gonna get through to the basics. So most of that stuff that you think you might see here, you see actually on that Smoke review. We're gonna do a full score, but I'm gonna do a little differently. I don't quite know how to put it. Like I'm gonna evaluate everything the same way as before, but we're gonna do it a little bit shorter. So for the packaging, this guy is the exact same as every Storm Collectibles figure before, except a little bit for Shao Kahn because it was bigger with the throne and everything. But this guy, we get the same library feel. Either you want a profile shot here or you want a full character here. You get the partial varnishing, you get a little bit of a background. This time it's green illuminated, like here on the back, it's on the inside too. And the difference here is also, of course, the character and the shots on here and the bio. So that's pretty much all the same. If you want to see it in detail, like where the partial varnishing comes into play and everything, you can check all of the other Storm Collectibles reviews I did. Like I said, I linked the Smoke one back a few minutes ago, like up there. So you can check those out. And otherwise, it's pretty much all the same. So the thing we're gonna do is we're gonna head top down real quick, take a quick look at the differences and a little bit at the accessories. But for comparison on the size and also on the articulation, a few examples. Sadly, it's the same as on Smoke, meaning they changed up the toe tilt. I had a very hard time to pose him in the roundhouse kick. In fact, it wasn't possible. Sadly so. But everything else, like I said, we're gonna do top down, and it's weird having such a short thing. We're just gonna do that. So yeah, just trying to take it or keep it informative as much as we can. This is all he comes with, and a set of instructions. Same instructions as with everything else, or with every Storm Collectibles Mortal Kombat figure so far, with the black and white here and the black and white on the front, with Cyrax, and instructions how to change everything up. Nice enough. And he comes with 8 hands in total, 2 of course assembled right out of the factory. We have some tighter posing hands, we have some little bit more opened posing hands, and we have the fully open hands. Each are styled the same. We have the silver topping with kind of the armor over a black glove, with a black glove on the inside more visible, and a silver string holding the armor in place. Everything is shaped nicely, and the exchange is done as with every Storm Collectible. You just push one hand out. This can happen rather quickly. You just pull it out of the hand, put it back in here, and then take the desired hand and just push it in. Then we had this bomb, same accessory as with on Smoke. Smoke, I believe, had 4 in total. I don't remember anymore. I don't use them, but they are rather heavy for being out of rubber. I don't know, maybe they have a die-cast core, I don't know. But the paint is cool, kind of a pearlescent yellow with silver on the actual spikes or tips where they explode, and black highlights, fine enough. Last new accessory, of course, then is his net. You can put a figure in here Let's just check that real quick with smoke. You can open it up, put it in here, so it wraps around the character really, really nicely. That works very, very cool. And I got a little bit of an idea what I wanted to do. You saw that in the beginning, I want to make a fatality. So I now have a reason to get the Golden Axe double skeleton set. One will be a little bit covered in graphite for a little bit of an ash look, similar like this. Forgot to wash my hands. I sprayed up some Fernie, so there's that. And I want to put the skeleton in here, like if this was an actual laser and he got enclosed in it and all that cut around his flesh, and I want to have styrodur or styrofoam on there for chunks of blood and stuff like that. So this comes in handy. It rather stands on its own, so that's fine too, but for the height and everything, you can have the figure actually holding it. So nice green translucent plastic, very cool, nice details here, like really as in the game, as it was unfolding from his chest cavity, so you can have it like this. This is pretty cool. We're gonna get to that in a little bit. And I believe it's cool. I believe it's really cool. I like bigger accessories with those guys. Takes up some more space and makes more for, I don't know, for a more filled package. So yeah, green laser net. And finally, just some fan service. We have these cables here. They're just packed into the bag. You can, I suppose you can lose them rather quickly. It didn't happen on mine, but you get 3 exchangeable or replacement ones if your heart so desires. As for design, let's get to the figure. And this is Cyrax down to a T. I really like this guys. Storm Collectibles manages to, I don't know, take the max out of their sculpts, out of their molds, and it really shows. I got the feeling that this guy, similar to kind of like Heihachi Mishima, was done by the B team, because we have some weird black paint rubs here and there, and the cables on the inside don't look as, I don't know, as clean as on the others. I don't know, maybe that's me, maybe they didn't paint it over exactly, and the black shines through like this here. But I mean, it's a bit weathered. It's not too bad, but it shows because smoke was rather clean. I'm not getting them off here. I have that Wufeld effect for the smoke on there, so sorry about that. But otherwise, I think the color is splendid. We have these cool pearlescent paint details of yellow on the helmet, on the cables here, on the chest armor, shoulder armor, second shoulder armor here, tricep, gauntlet, and also on the hips here. Those are flexible, so you can get them out of the way for some nice kicks. That's always nice. And also on the feet here. The feet actually are a little bit more greenish. Like this seems to have a little bit more of an orange mixture in there. And this is a little bit more greenish yellow, I would say. At least it seems to me that way. Either way. Details come through nicely, also from the back on the armor. This replaces my 360, mind you. So you have this from the back, very clean. Even though you see the knee joints, they are done in the same color. So when you squint, it's rather clean. That's pretty cool. So yeah, we have this little pack hole here on the inside with the cables and the silver details, more a little bit of black on the cables here. You see that, what I mean? That's what I mean, actually. This is black, but the yellow shines through. It's not as clean as before, but green, blue, red, yellow, of course, and also some black cables here. That looks nicely, and you can pack, I believe, a Sector's rocket in here, if it would make sense, but that's nice. You can fold it down. Takes away a little bit of the ab function, but not too much. And now, if you want to see the full articulation and how it goes down, and if it's possible to have a roundhouse kick, and also how he compares with his Storm Collectibles brethren and also Transformers and stuff, like I said, smoke review. You saw that up there, but if you now click to the side or in the description, you shall find that review. But what I'm gonna keep is how heavy this guy is. Comes down to 123 grams, and for a little bit of a high-tech feature, if they are small enough, I'm going to use my caliper. And this guy pretty much comes down, okay, here we got 15.5. We cannot use more due to the size of this guy, to the shoulder, and additional 2 centimeters, so he comes down to 17.5 centimeters. So that was my very quick update review of Storm Collectibles Cyrax, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Is he good? Yes, he is. It's still a very good figure, but I'm having some kind of concerns, you know? This is pretty much the same rating as with Smoke. The thing is, I toned it down a bit because paint applications, there's a bit of bleed. And with Heihachi, what I said, I hope they don't get lazy or they take in too many licenses and will be put on the back burner for that. You know what I mean? I hope so. That and also the articulation, it's still good. It's still good, but the articulation took a step back because of that seemingly redesigned toe tilt. You cannot put him in a roundhouse kick anymore. And that was for me like when I first got Ermac. So that's a bit of a bummer. The engineering is still also good, but due to the little flap here on the chest, the ab crunch is a little bit restricted. Like I said, the toe tilt was obviously re-engineered, so you cannot do that anymore. All in all, it's still a very good figure. You have the library feel of the packaging, and the accessories still come out good. So it's nothing that doesn't make any sense how I like to put it, you know? So take of that what you will. Nevertheless, it's still a great figure. Still a great figure, and if you want to have a shelf like this or something similar, you're pretty much bound to have those. I hope Storm Collectibles goes down the route and doing female figures, because this shelf is lacking in Milena, Kitana, Jade. So that it would be needed. On these terms, if you ask yourself, hey, but we got female characters from Street Fighter. Yeah, we got female characters because Capcom put the hammer down and told Storm Collectibles, you guys, we got one of the most fan favorite characters in there with Kami and Chun-Li, and you need to do those. Apparently Storm Collectibles is not a big fan of female characters. So they put the hammer down, and I hope NetherRealm is doing the same for my Midway and telling guys, come on, we need Kitana, we need Milena, we need Jade, we need maybe also variants, you know, what's the blood red girl? Scarlet, we need those too. That would have been excellent. And I hope they do. Otherwise, this is still a great line, and I will continue to search for my Scorpion, for my Reptile, for my Noob Smoke. Extremely expensive on the aftermarket, that is. Not that you think, hey, the value for money was 10, what the fuck is he talking about? The value for money on this is excellent. Like, you get for roughly 90 to 100, depending on where you buy it, you get a great figure. So there's that. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I hope you enjoyed me being back. And if you did, and if you do, please give me a like, please subscribe, I would appreciate it. And head on over to my Instagram for daily toy news. I do my best pulling any news I can find on the interwebs. And also, if you want to, I don't know, support me and Dan from Sentinel Bay Reviews, head on over to our Collectors Bay YouTube and also Patreon, link in the description below, so you can check stuff out there. And if you want to support us, we would sure appreciate it. And if you like this one, I design t-shirts now. So just in short, if you want to have that, link to this Teespring down below, okay? But it's not an advertisement show. Thanks any of you for watching. I appreciate it. And I would say I will see you on Sunday. I will make an old review. I will not tell you what it is. I'm looking at the box, but it's been long coming. It's been long coming. I hope you enjoy and have a great weekend. Currently it's looking like spring is out. All right? Take care, guys. Thank you. Bye.